Oh, Danny, thank you for the 148 bits. I appreciate it, my man. There we go. What happened to my material? Hey, where's YouTube? Naming you for YouTube was funnier than I thought. It's working out pretty well. So, just for future reference, I believe the fastest way to do this side quest is talk to the Turks first. I don't think you actually have to go talk to her father. I think you can go right into the shop. I always do, just because, but I don't think you actually have to. It's just an optional little thing to explain past things. But you should be able to go right to the shop, right to the curtain, and then right to the pot, and not do that text. Or there's also another text where if you try to walk to her house, she's like, "Don't go in there, that's my house." Pong, pong. Listen, YouTube, I don't care about your feelings. Do the right lever this time. I hate this lever, dude. It's so hard to click. I don't know if it's just the Steam version or what, but you have to be standing in like the perfect spot. Put you in front row this time. Alright, so this is just a, this is the luck of the draw. We literally just have to hope we have full ATB bar. So this might take a couple attempts. But there's nothing else we can do. I'm gonna get there without an encounter. Oh, nice. Oh, but I didn't change the... Oh, okay, good. I don't know if you had a chance here or not. Alright, so we just have to... Wait, what did I do? Oh, I haven't even gone to get UP yet. Dude, I'm like... Put on the shades, dude. Put on the shades. I don't even care. Deal with it. Poor YouTube, I didn't even go get her. I was like, screw you. Sorry, okay, we've done this twice already. I didn't remember that I hadn't done this part yet. Wait. Slow. Actually, put on a ribbon so I can't get sleeped. Too fast for the naked eye. I already did this, so you didn't see me do it. Do. Nice. A level up's kind of nice too. Meep. Blah. Cloud, where you going? Cloud, where you going? We're just trying to save YouTube, dude. Don't worry about us, we're just trying to save YouTube. From the evil clutches of Don Corneo. The entirety of YouTube has been taken over by Don Corneo. You have to go save him. Alright. Time to get lucky. We need that Daft Punk song. Get lucky. How do I always get stuck back here? I don't understand. I literally hold down left and Cloud can't figure it out. Oh my god, I didn't change ATB. I was thinking I have a chance to, but but now that Don's there, I can't. I like this not getting an encounter thing. Where's my hourglass? Hourglass? What are you doing here? How old am I? Tree 50. I'm Tree 50 years old. I'm 25. What's up, Death Separates Us? Great name. Thanks for the 5 bits. Sorry to hear YouTube stole your ad revenue materia. RIP. They gave it back though. That's the important thing. They gave it back. Let's go ATB. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's fast though. Yeah, he's fast. Oh, that was a while ago, Game Routine. Long story short, I lost my ad revenue to YouTube like 6 years ago and got it back a couple months ago. Like half a year ago. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty blessed to have everything I have at 25, but I've always been this way. Me and my wife, we've always been like get everything set in stone at an early age. Like, there's the type of person that gets to 20 and thinks I'm gonna fool around and have fun and not worry about my future till like 30. And then there's the type of person that knows exactly what they want to do with their life and knows exactly who they're going to marry by the time they're 18. That was me and my wife. Like, we knew exactly what we wanted to do from the moment we, like, got to college. Granted, the job thing, not so much. I didn't know I wanted to do this. I mean, I knew I wanted to do it, but it was not a thing I was going to do until just recently, but we had pretty much everything. I didn't put on speed shoes this time, so hopefully I have enough damage to kill him. I'm front row now, though, so I'm going to do a lot more damage. Yeah, I nearly one-shot him, holy cow. Yeah, front row made a big difference. Like, an accidental crit and I could one-shot him. There we go. All of Wutai done, and we took 1 damage. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I didn't know that I wanted to do this for a living. This was just a hobby of mine, and became my living thanks to you awesome people. But other than that, we've always had all of our stuff together. I mean, we had a house. I bought a house when I was 23, so I've just always been one of those people that had everything together, had my finances together, had my, you know, got everything together, just the way I've always been. Got married when I was 24. Right? No, 23. I don't know what the average age for getting married is. I would want to say it's like late 20s, early 30s, but I could be wrong. That could be skewed a lot by like people getting married when they're like, you know, older people getting married. So I don't know what the average is. I live in Northeast Ohio, near Akron, about an hour out of Cleveland. You married 28 people? That's how you do it. That'll drive the average down if you marry 28 different people and you're like 25. That'll bring the average down. That's the other thing too. My wife and I both got 4-year degrees, and we were both like, you know, neither one of us skipped a grade, but we were both like honors out of high school, so we both graduated in 4 years. So that helped out a lot. A lot of people are stuck in college until they're like 28, so how in the world are they going to get married before then? And that's totally understandable. We were both lucky to well, I wouldn't say lucky. We worked hard to get out of college in exactly 4 years so we could get married that year. Alright. We gotta get rid of all this. So now we get to fight Diamond again. That'll be fun. So I believe for Diamond we did Zydric, Heaven's Cloud? No. Enhanced Sword, I think. Because we need Linked. And Protect Ring. And then we just got a Quadramagic Bahamut Zero, because that's like the only chance we have. Unfortunately, we can't really 2x cut Yoshiyuki because he just takes no physical damage at all. So you kind of have to do this. Magic plus, speed plus. I'm actually going to equip Double Cut just so it gets some of this amazing AP that comes out of this fight. And then just some stuff to increase my magic stat. Yeah, Heaven's Cloud would be better, but I need Linked for Quadramatic to work. So, unfortunately, we gotta use the Enhanced Sword. Unless, of course, we used something other than the Zydric, but I know I'm gonna take a hit, so I feel like the Zydric's worth. All we have to do is 2-shot him. So, other than that, like, no damage matters, as long as we 2-shot him. And I don't think we'll 1-shot him, there's no way. So, that should be all that matters, is that as long as we 2-shot him and we take as less damage as possible, we'll see what happens. I don't think there's anything else I could do to take less damage. So, as long as we 2-shot him, it should be good. I didn't equip mine. I need mine. Would have liked to get first turn, but let's try again. See if I can get first turn. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. If we can get first turn, then we'll only take 1 hit. Actually, I should have checked the damage before I reset. Nice, we got it. So, yep, this will two-shot him. So this should work out. We'll take one hit. Hopefully like 100 damage. What's up, Sephiroth Smiles? That's a cool name. Thanks for coming, man. Hope you enjoy the stream. New Threat's amazing. I've told a lot of people that have like started watching my channel just recently to go back and watch New Threat. I still think it's like the best series we've had. New Threat was so much fun. If New Threat 2.0 comes out, we should do that next. If it doesn't come out, then I don't know what we're gonna do next. But I think maybe we'll do, if it does come out, we might do New Threat 2.0 before we do anything else, because it would be so much fun to do. Well, beating Ultimate Weapon without taking any damage isn't actually that bad, because Shadow Flare and Ultima Beam are both negated by elemental and then non-elemental materia. Which I never knew that Ultima Beam could be negated. I knew Shadow Flare could. I didn't know that Ultima Beam could also be negated if you put on like elemental and then like enemy skill or something, just something with no element. It negates Ultima Beam too. So as long as he doesn't, I think he has like a physical attack or something that does damage to you, but as long as he doesn't use it, I think we might actually be able to beat Ultimate Weapon without taking any damage. Thanks, Cal. Oh, my voice, it cracked. Calvins, thank you, man. Appreciate that a lot. And Willie, thank you so much for the 18 viewer host. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. We're currently watching Bahama Zero, so enjoy this. Shadow Flare is actually negated if you put on elemental and then any materia that isn't an element, because this game counts Shadow Flare as non-elemental, and it also this is like the only game I've ever played where you can actually get non-elemental resistance. So like you can get resistance against non-elemental. So because attacks in this game, you know, normally like in RPGs, physical attacks are non-elemental, and then there's also like spells that are non-elemental. In this game, attacks are elemental, but they're like 4 different classifications of elemental. There's like slash, cut, hidden, and like one other one, I think. And then there's non-elemental, which is like Shadow Flare and Ultima Beam, and you can get resistance to non-elemental. So if you put on elemental and then like enemy skill, or elemental and steel or something like that, you get non-elemental resistance, so you can actually negate it. So I should be able to just mime and be done. Oh, I got another turn. That's unfortunate. How did he go so fast? Let's try again. I'd really like to not take that damage. I hear your second puberty is going well. At least it's not as bad as last week where I sounded like a friggin'... I don't even know. I don't even know what to classify my voice as. What's the best way to support me? Just being here, my man. You don't need to spend your hard-earned money unless you want to. But just being here and supporting is enough for me. If you do want to support with money, either Twitch bits or just PayPal donations work. I think you get more bang for your buck out of PayPal, but I really don't mind either one. Whatever works better for you. To me, it's all the same. So if you donate through PayPal or you donate through Bits, use 10% of it still goes to the charity. And I still get about the same. There's a little bit of a difference, but it's not anything that I care about. So in the Bits, you get more Twitch perks. So if you like Twitch, I would recommend Bits. If you don't care about Twitch, then PayPal works. But to me, it doesn't matter. Just being here and supporting is enough for me. Stop. Patreon is also a very nice option. But what I usually tell people is, if you are looking to support with money, if you are a YouTube guy, sign up for the Patreon. If you're a Twitch guy, use Bits. If you're neither, then use a PayPal donation. That's pretty much what I'll say. That's probably the best way to group it, because Patreon you get bonus YouTube stuff, Twitch you get bonus Twitch stuff, PayPal you basically just get a little more bang for your buck. So you know, whichever of those sounds better to you. Thank you for the bit subs. If you want to annoy death with Seymour, use 77 bits, exactly. Ugh. Just being a jerk. I think the problem is he's faster than me. So do I have speed plus on? Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get hit twice no matter what, unless I equip speed shoes, but then his one attack is gonna do a ton of damage. So alright, we got first turn again, so let's just see what happens. But I think what happens is he has his attack queued up right now. So he's going to hit me, and then he's going to hit me here, and then his ATB is going to fill up faster than mine because he's faster than me. So one thing we could do is do active battle, so that while he's attacking, I'm getting my attack. But getting first turn in active battle would be really difficult. Except for all with the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, my man. Love watching your streams on YouTube. So fun. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Are you scared, Seymour? Yo, Arco Nils with the tier 1 sub gift to subs for his 4th month. Thank you so much, Arco, for the support and subs. Welcome back to the 4A crew. Thank you for the 4 months of support, my man. Foam fingers in the chat. What is that Snickers hype? It's kind of funny, actually. I guess Twitch has some deal with Snickers now. Snickers hype. See ya, comic. Thanks for coming, my man. Yeah, the issue is he's getting ATB bar the whole time I'm doing this because it's Quadra Magic. So he will get a turn the second this is over. And then both of our ATB bars are going to fill at the same time. And his is slightly faster, so he's probably going to get a turn. So the one way we can counteract that is to equip sprint shoes. But if I equip sprint shoes, then the one hit he's going to get is going to be really hurt. It's going to hurt. So I don't think there's any way around taking 200 damage here. I think we're just gonna have to suck it up. see what happens. Do I have a plan for the final area? Run away from everything. Just run. For the love of God, run and hope we don't get hit by anything. If I'm like if the final dungeon ends up being a complete disaster and I just can't get to the bottom without getting hit by random enemies, then we'll go get enemy away. But my hope is that we don't have to. My hope is that we just get lucky and get all the way down to the swamp area without taking damage. Then we'll place the save point there and then do some magic pot farming. If I'm not mistaken, killing Diamond Weapon turns off the Wutai side quest, but it doesn't turn off the Gelnika Turks. I believe the Gelnika Turks are always there, even on Disc 3. But yes, it does turn off the Wutai side quest. That is true. Nice. We did it. I must just not have been fast enough. They do? Wow, I never knew that. I guess I've always done the Gelnika early. That means that gets rid of a Zydric, but obviously it doesn't matter, we only have Cloud. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought the Gelnika Turks stayed around till you killed them. So yeah, we could go get Hades for free. Which isn't really going to mean anything until Ruby Weapon, but will be useful for Ruby Weapon, potentially. Spoilers, I believe at the end of this playthrough we will be able to beat Ruby Weapon, but we won't be able to defeat Emerald Weapon. I don't think there's any way to beat Emerald Weapon on this file. Unless... I don't know. I don't think there's any way. I think level 99 Barrier Ring Back Row Sadness, I still think he'd one-shot us. If we could get one turn, we could throw hero drinks and potentially survive, and then like 8 counts of Knights of the Round counter or something, like just something ridiculous, like Knights of the Round counter, and then like 7 counts of Knights of counter mime, and maybe we could kill him. But I don't think we'd survive the first hit. I don't think there's any way to survive the first hit because we don't have sources. If we had sources, we could max out defense, back row sadness, protect ring. It does like 4 damage, but without maxing stats, his first shot's gonna do like 2k damage no matter what we do. So I don't know if we can kill Emerald, but Ruby we could definitely kill. But I don't know if Emerald's possible. I think if we could survive the first hit, we could do counter Knights of the Round, and then, well, what if we did the sneak attack mime work? I don't know if it does or not. If sneak attack mime works, we could do like sneak attack Knights of the Round, sneak attack mime, sneak attack mime, sneak attack mime, and maybe kill him that way. But like, if he gets one turn, I'm pretty sure we're dead. I don't think there's any way to survive it, not without sources. But I guess we'll see. If we can survive one hit, I think we could maybe do it. And then Ruby's a joke, because you can beat Ruby without taking any damage if you're lucky enough. So we can definitely beat Ruby, but Emerald will be interesting. Yeah, all you have to do is fail a Knights of the Round cast, and then you can mime it. The issue is failing a Knights of the Round cast is hard. You need sneak attack or counter, because you can't cast something if you don't have enough MP for it. It doesn't let you like pick it in the list. So you have to have either sneak attack or counter go off, so that Cloud goes, I'm going to cast it, and then fails. and then you can mine it for free. So even like sneak attack Knights of the Round and then just a bunch of counter mimes would work as long as we could survive one hit. It's just surviving that one hit. Unless sneak attack mime works. I don't remember if it does or not. If sneak attack mime works, then you could potentially just do it without him even getting a turn. Sneak attack only has an 80% success rate though, so you have to get lucky for like 7 of them to go off. Also, welcome to Final Fantasy VII Steam. I still don't know why that happens. It's only the Steam version. It's called Good Square Ports Incorporated. I'm surprised that I wonder if the PS4 version does it. I don't think it does. But like they literally like ported the Steam version directly to the PS4, so I wouldn't be surprised if the PS4 version did that too. Because they don't even like check crap. They're just like port it over, sell it, $12. Would being silenced mid-turn cause a proper failed cast? Yes, but you'd still... that wouldn't help, like... because you can't pick it from the list. That's the issue. So, like, you can't even, like, start to cast it unless you have enough MP, unless you use counter or sneak attack. So silence wouldn't matter. Unless you were just trying to save MP. If you had enough MP to cast it, but you wanted to save your MP, then yeah, technically you could, like, cast it and then silence yourself and then mime it. That's an interesting idea. I wonder if that'd be useful anywhere. If, like, we wanted to use Knights of the Round, but we didn't want to use the MP, and we were against some, like, enemy that didn't do much damage. Maybe, like Proud Clod or something. Like, if we want a Knights of the Round Proud Clod, but we don't want to use the MP, we could, like, silence ourselves. The thing is, in this playthrough, it wouldn't work. Because we only have Cloud, but... Blackwing! Thank you for the 1,000 bits, my man. Appreciate it. The boss is broken. I'll fix it in a sec. Yeah, like this playthrough it wouldn't work because we only have Cloud. But if we had like Cloud and Tifa and Red 13 could like silence Cloud as he's casting Knights of the Round. And then I'm pretty sure it wouldn't use the MP. It's an interesting strat. I can't imagine what ridiculous fight you'd have to be in where you would want to do that. That's some like high level craziness right there. Silencing yourself to keep the MP. I mean that'd be pretty nice though. Like if you had 3 characters, you could have, for example, you could have like Red 13 silence Cloud. At the same time, Cloud casts Knights of the Round. So silence goes off. Cloud tries to use Knights of the Round, fails. Then Tifa uses Mime. So you still get the Knights of the Round like right away in the same turn, but it doesn't cost any MP. That's a pretty legit strat. Yeah, I could check just for like science sake, see if the Turks are there or not. Should be able to get in and out without getting into a fight, so. We gotta go check North Crater first. One of these days I'm going to do a playthrough that's like so crazy that we have to skip the Midgar raid. I kind of want to try like some crazy like challenge where you'd have to skip the Midgar raid and maybe even like Turks. Well, you'd skip Turks anyways if you skip the Midgar raid, but try to like beat the game with skips. Of course, if you have skips, then you could just wrong warp instead. Do whatever you want. I want to do a challenge that's so hard that you have to wrong warp to beat it. See, like, once you wrong warp, though, the game's so easy. Because you can get whatever you want. You can max level, you can get all materia, you can get all weapons, you can teleport to the end of the game, you can do whatever you want. The perks of having a debug room in the game. Just do whatever the heck you want. You can even take people out of the party, put people in the party. You can get Vincent even if you never went and got him. Like, just do whatever the heck you want. No hit challenge? Would that be possible? Thank you for the bits, Arco. I don't think a no hit challenge would be possible. I think you just get hit by the first soldiers in the game and be ripped immediately. Think of the 140, 154 bits. Yeah, you don't get two meows. It adds them together. I think a no-hit challenge would be possible once you got like out of Midgar, but Midgar would be impossible. There'd just be no way to do Midgar. There's no way to speed yourself up in Midgar, so like there'd be no way to do it. All right, just for science sake, let's go see if the Turks are here. Just out of curiosity. Soldiers at the start of the game have 5% chance of missing if they use their melee attack. So you could reset till you get that 5% chance. I don't know. Like, Bottom Swell would automatically hit you with his death hit. So would Apps. There's a lot of enemies that will just hit you with their death hit, and you don't have... You have no way to negate that damage yet. They're still here. So it must be after the raid. Oops. Mobby. I might go try to kill Ultimate Weapon. For the experience. I just did it again. For the experience and the Ultimate Weapon, which actually gives you magic, which is nice. Game. That was weird. So we want to do... probably Gigas Armlet, Yoshiyuki, Curse Ring. And then... oh, but see, I don't have an elemental that's... I gotta level up an elemental materia before I do this. I wish I had equipped an elemental materia against Diamond. Alright, let me cheat to test, see if this would work. And if this works, then we'll go master and elemental. But let me make sure it works first. Save as... wait, no. Let me try that again. Copy this to there. Let's test this to see if it'll work. Hopefully he won't stop over Midgar, yeah. I mean, if he does, I guess it's not a big deal, but... shouldn't really need the ultimate weapon for Midgar. My boy, Arco, with another 7777 bits. My man! Thank you so much for the support. My dude, can I get some foam fingers in the chat? Everybody in the chat. Throw some foam fingers at Arco. Thank you, man. I cannot thank you enough for all that support. I'll do my best to make you proud. Double cut, long range. Will that work? I think it will. Speed plus. I think that'll work. See what happens. I think it's random. Okay, so I think this is the attack I don't want to see. Yeah. So as long as he doesn't do that, although I think I might be able to get defense against that too, actually. But Ultimate Beam should do 0 damage. Cool. So if I can get Demi resistance, or if I can just keep him from using that attack. But he uses it pretty often, so I'll need Demi resistance. So do I have gravity? So I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need both of my my elementals. Oh no, it's lightning. Okay. But same diff. So I'll have to master both my elementals. But if I do that, I should be able to do this. So like elemental, lightning, elemental. Get out of here. Enemy skill. Okay, so what we'll do is we will we're not going to do a lot of damage to him though. So he might end up going over Midgar, unfortunately, because we're not going to do a lot of damage to him. I already know that. Wish I could do Death Blow added cut. But I don't have enough room. Unless I get rid of the Gigas Armlet. Which I guess I could. I could do Wizard Bracelet instead. And do... Actually, double cut should still be better. So never mind. Just do double cut. Oh, I don't have long range. Shoot. I thought I did. So that should negate. Cool. So I can't take damage from him. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of grinding here. I want to defeat Ultima to get the Ultima Blade, just because it actually gives you really good magic stats. And also, the experience from Ultima would be nice. It's kind of, why not, you know? We're going to want to defeat him anyways to unlock Ruby. So why not do it now and take the free XP? Because he's completely free. He can't do any damage to us. Okay, this is my unmodded file, right? Okay. We'll save over the modded file. So we don't accidentally use it. Alright, so let's do double, Tetra Elemental. Actually, we'll use the Enhanced Sword instead. Actually, Organics is fine. Because we need to add the effect. Berserk. Elemental. What else do we want to level up? We want to level up double cut, even though it's going to take forever. And speed plus. Magic plus would also be nice. I don't think there's anything else we really want to level up. So we'll just put on counterattack, preemptive, and grab the Chocobo. I don't need long range because I can go front row because I'm not gonna take any damage. I'm gonna go fastest because should be fine as long as Berserk goes off. It doesn't goon me, as it likes to do sometimes. So lost my fact checker yet? Best fact checker a man could dream for. I have 2x cut now, which is nice too. Makes it easier to Berserk. So for those of you that haven't seen this mechanic yet, for some reason this enemy's AI is bugged. If you cast Berserk on him, all he does is Earthquake himself forever. So it's an easy money farm. It's an easy I forget what he drops. Dragon Scales? Something really useful. And Or actually, he doesn't drop it, but you can steal it. And really good XP farm, because he'll never do damage to you. In the off chance that he does cast Earthquake before I berserk him, I also have a Tetra Elemental. So the only way this guy can hurt me is to use his physical attack, and he only uses it every 3 turns, I think. So as long as I berserk him before the 3rd turn, he'll never do damage to me. So like he got first turn, so he gets to Earthquake me, but I have Tetra Elemental. And then hopefully I berserk him, and then he can't deal damage anymore. Yeah, there's too much of a risk of him going first, especially on highest battle speed. No matter how fast Cloud is, and no matter how low your battle speed is, there's always a chance that an enemy just goes first, because the way the ATB bar works, it's like random, and sometimes it just gives the enemy a full ATB bar. So like the second the battle starts, they queue up an attack. So they can sometimes goon you even if you're like level 99 max stats, sprint shoes. They can still sometimes just go first because game reasons. So this shouldn't take too long. We only need 3,200 and we're doubling, so. Added effect Mystify, yeah, gives Berserk. It's a pretty high chance too, even though Mystify is level 1 and added effect's level 1, I think. It still tends to happen pretty often, especially with 2x cut. As soon as I say that, it doesn't go off. There it goes. Yeah, with our added damage, this is a lot faster of a farm than it was before. Before we added to like lowest battle speed just to be safe and everything else. Now it's pretty quick. And I saved after every battle. Now I can save after every couple battles because it's pretty safe. Before it was not as safe. So I promise this will be literally like the last grinding of the entire run except magic pots. I'm hoping the magic pot grind doesn't have to be too long. I really think our strats for Safer is going to work out alright. But there's a chance that we just don't do enough damage. Because both Genova Absolute and Bizarro Sephiroth. Yeah, this guy gets a lot of AP too. Like, this guy gets a lot. He gets a lot of XP and a lot of AP, and he's just like a pretty easy battle. Even without using the strat, he's not that hard. This is honestly a pretty good place to grind, even casually. All of Mediel is good, because the Mediel jungles have like 5 enemies in a fight, and they all give good XP. But we obviously can't do that here, because they'll just wreck us, but yeah, so our strats for Genova Absolute and Bizarro Sephiroth both hinge on the fact that we do a ton of damage. Because if you do a ton of damage to Genova Absolute, you can push her into her countdown phase before she does any damage. And Bizarro Sephiroth, if you do enough damage to everything, you can kill his parts, and then he takes too long to revive his parts to ever do damage to you. But all that hinges on us actually doing a lot of damage. And that's kind of pretty dependent. And it's hard for us to do a lot of damage to everything. Well, I mean, we have really nothing other than Knights of the Round that'll do a lot of damage to everything. Like Bahamut Zero will hit everything, but only once, and it takes a lot of MP. 4x Cut will maybe hit some things, but like we just don't have a really good You know, like, something that works really well is like Ultima Quadra Magic for hitting everything, but we have not nearly enough MP to do something like that, so... Like, Ultima MP Turbo is, like, great, but we don't have any possibility to do that. Also, you can't... if you're doing this casually, you can't even use Ultima if you use, like, HP Absorb. You'll freeze the game. Because good programming. But yeah, so all that hinges on us doing a lot of damage. And then Safer Sephiroth is pretty free, as long as we can kill him fast, and he will have very little HP, so yeah, we got unlucky. So that can happen sometimes, if you're really unlucky. But like, Safer has a physical attack that we have to be worried about. He has Shadow Flare that can be negated, and then he kind of just does his thing until Supernova, and Supernova can't even kill us. So, as long as we just smack him with damage, we should be alright. It's getting to him that'll be hard. Yeah, I could potentially grind the forest enemies with Dragon Scales, but I have to get first turn, and it's going to be a lot of like resets to get first turn. I don't think it'll be worth it. This is a lot safer. And I don't know how much AP they'd give either. I don't know if it'd be more or less than this guy. Probably a little more, because there's a lot of them. But this guy gives a good amount of AP, so... He has Pale Horse, but I believe he uses Pale Horse after Supernova? Wow, did I get unlucky twice? No. Okay. I have to remember what is... I want to say it's like... He uses Barrier... He uses Wall first, and then... Physical Attack, and then... Shadow Flare, and then Rise Up, and then Supernova, I believe. And then he comes down and uses Pale Horse. But in my experience, I've always killed him before he's used Supernova. Like in the original Necrosis mod playthrough we killed him before he used Supernova. So that's going to be the goal here, is kill him before Supernova. Or even the turn after Supernova would work too, because Supernova won't kill us. But yeah, Pale Horse would be an issue if he gets there and we don't have a ribbon, which we probably won't, because we'll probably equip like Curse Ring or something for extra damage. So, we will probably the goal will be kill him before Pale Horse. But again, I'm not even worried about Safer. I'm more worried about Bizarro than Safer. Yo, bro, with the 4 months. I appreciate that, my man. 4 fingers in the chat. That 4 months of support. 4 months already? It's like I've known you my whole life.